welcome to the Debbie and Kim Show.
Real people, real talk. From challenges to wisdom, conversations that heal, inspire, and empower.
We are the ladies in black. So I forgot my glasses, so I wanted to leave my sunglasses on. You know, they say I wear my sunglasses at night, but I don't wear my sunglasses in the room, but I will remove them. It was fun. It was fun.
It was. And they're beautiful. If you saw them, my gosh, they're so cool.
Those are awesome glasses. So, did you have a good week?
I had an amazing week.
Yes. We haven't been together since almost Thanksgiving, so yeah.
Since we had our time with
With Doreen.
Mhm.
Yes.
So yeah, it was an amazing week. We got our Rich got me a home gym for my birthday, which was 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
And it took 2 weeks for them to deliver it. So we finally got it last Monday, and it's nice. It's like going to the
very
gym.
nice. It is very, very nice.
So I'm looking forward to getting busy on there.
I'm like, how are you going to learn how to use all this stuff? Because there's a lot of stuff there.
I have a personal trainer that came in with
that is
Saturday
awesome.
and Sunday. And
Was that part of your birthday present as well?
Not
No.
really. When we were at the place to buy it, the salesman introduced us to this personal trainer who also works there. He just happened not to be working that night. And he came, and this guy has been doing professional bodybuilding for 4 decades.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think he started in the 70s.
Wow.
Very young, like 15, 14. Anyway, now, so he's been helping professional bodybuilders, or, people who want to be professional bodybuilders, helping them get ready for the stage. So, and that was my intention originally. And I thought, I don't want to be unhealthy. I mean, I don't want to, they say that it's unhealthy. So I said, if it's unhealthy, I don't want to do it. So he said, I can do it healthfully, and we'll see.
But I think what we need to do is tone, and we talked about that before.
Exactly. That's the thing I want to do. And there are women in their 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s
that are buff. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that's my goal.
Okay.
I just want to be fit.
That's going to be our next podcast on how we're being fit. And can we do before and afters?
Oh, yeah. I got my before and after.
I'm confident enough to do a before and after, because I'm like, bat wings, flabby down here. And, we do a before and after. So
I have my befores.
Proof in the pudding, ladies.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, whoever is listening.
Yeah. Because it's for men and women. Just like, bodybuilding, they used to think it was just for men, or used to just be, but it's for men and women. And you do not have to be manly to do it as a woman. There is a way to build a woman's body for it to be fit and voluptuous. Well, shapely.
Yeah, shapely. That's what we want. We want it to be
fit,
shapely.
Exactly.
So, but that's not our conversation for today. Today, we're going to talk about, did you realize that there are 17 days till Christmas? If that's what you celebrate. And then Kwanzaa, I think, is on the 27th.
Day after. Starts the day after.
And then on
Hanukkah.
the 15th is Hanukkah. Is that 15th or 16th?
Hanukkah is 12 days. And I don't exactly remember which 12 days it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember, but I will say this. This is the gift-giving season.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And everybody that has a product is trying to get you to buy theirs for your gift giving.
Yes.
But let me say this. A lot of people, if you've got your Christmas shopping done and you spent your thousands of dollars or whatever, good for you. That's great. Everybody doesn't have it. Some people, a lot of people, are paycheck to paycheck. And so this time of year brings a lot of stress, because where's it going to come from? But I want to say this. I did a table topics session presentation on making the gift.
Yes.
And we talked about all the different kinds of gifts that we can give that don't cost anything.
Mm-hmm.
The gift of time,
Mm-hmm.
the gift of our time, and the gift of our attention, and just the gift of thoughtfulness, just sending someone a message. My grandsons are making handmade Christmas cards, so they're sending me a card that came purely from the heart, because every little mark that's on that page, it came from their heart.
Can be.
And those are priceless. I still have the things like that that my kids made when they were little, you
Yes.
know,
Yes.
3, 4, 5 years old.
My kids are
And they're
like, why are you?
45 now.
They're like, Mom, why are you holding on to this? Because it's precious to me. It's
Exactly,
precious.
exactly. Just
Yeah.
reminds you of that time of their pure innocence,
Yes.
and they were just expressing their heart. And,
Expressing their love.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
And that's priceless. So we're here to tell you, if the kids, let the kids make something, whatever it is, it's perfect, because it's what's coming from them. As long as they're putting their best into it.
And and
They're
and
giving it.
also what that does is give you family time. When we talk about during the holidays, we're running in and out shopping and different things like that. And we need to take a moment to pause and just sit. And I remember we used to cut out snowflakes, get the construction paper and cut out snowflakes and decorate your
Yeah,
windows
yeah,
or
that's
the
right.
house. Or you make your own handmade ornaments.
That is such a great idea. I'm thinking now. I'm thinking I want to do that. Make
Mm-hmm.
some snowflakes, and we could decorate them with glitter and just all kinds of little things.
And go out in the yard. She has what's this, acorn?
Okay. Cool.
Pine cone. Go out in the yard and see what's out in the yard to use. And maybe this might sound corny, but make it an adventure walk. Go out, what's out there in nature. And then also go out. I was listening to Mel Robbins one time, and she was talking about our awareness and how we see a lot of things and we're not aware of it. So
Mm,
she says, go out and look for hearts. As soon
I
as I
love it.
became aware of it, I
We see
saw
them
hearts
everywhere.
in everything.
Like those little, we used to look for the 4-leaf
Three.
clovers, but there are 3 of those hearts in the
Mhm.
3-leaf clover. She didn't have the
Yes.
clover.
Yes. And so go out, look. Maybe they might find a heart-shaped rock, or maybe they might find something that's unusual, and then bring it back in to decorate. I found 2 rock-shaped hearts, and I
Wow,
picked them up
heart-shaped
and I
rocks.
brought them home. To me, they were heart-shaped. That may not have been the actual shape, but that's what it
That's what
appeared
you
to
saw when
me.
you
That's what
looked
I
at it.
saw.
That's
So
beautiful.
go out and just see. I mean, there's leaves. There's still a few leaves on the
Yeah,
tree,
yeah.
and you can make. Oh, I remember the one time we used to make wreaths out of plastic bags. When the
I've
paper,
heard of that.
when the well, years ago, the paper was delivered in green bags.
Mm,
And we would cut up those green bags, get a hanger, make it into a
wow.
circular shape,
Mhm.
and then we would tie the plastic on
Around
it,
it.
around it. And then you cut it to make sure that,
You
it
shape
wasn't,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you shape it. And then if you wanted to put little berries on it, you could do take construction paper, make red berries. Or if you had some small pine cones, you
Mhm.
could even put pine cones on
And
it.
if you have a holly tree, or if there's one nearby, sure, be careful though, because those hollies are poisonous. So you
Yeah,
don't want to put them
yeah.
in your mouth. You don't want to put them where somebody else could put them in their mouth.
No.
But they make nice decoration.
Mhm.
And there's a few things that came to my mind. I watched a couple of beautiful Hallmark Christmas movies.
I am a
And I'm gonna share the
witcher.
links
I
in the
love home.
I'm gonna share the links in the description, that if you'd like to watch these movies for the holidays, I highly recommend. Every single one was just beautiful. My husband and I watched them. He says, "These are for kids, huh?" I said, "But aren't you enjoying it?" And he said, "Yes."
Yes.
So, but there was one where they had this Christmas family tradition that they would have a Christmas stocking, and the dad started doing it, and then the mom, and then the kids passed it on. Well, anyway, it's a cute movie. I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, but what they would do, I'll tell you this much: they would put however many people there were in the family, they would put that many riddles written on the card, and the riddles, you whoever figured it out got to choose what uh, nonprofit or charitable organization they would go volunteer for or do
Mm,
serve.
mm,
They would get to choose what that organization was. And then this was to teach the children how to give back, how to give
mhm.
from the heart. And it doesn't cost you anything. This is your time.
It's your
It
time.
costs your time
Yeah.
and your attention. And so everybody would uh, have a turn to do the riddle. And like I said, whoever got theirs first would be the one to choose. But that's a pretty cool tradition. Another one was they would make a wreath. Everybody would be sitting around the table making a wreath. And the wreath would be for someone special. It could be someone within the family, or it could be someone outside of the family. But the wreath is being made specifically for that person because there's something special that's just for them
Them.
on
Mhm.
that wreath. I thought that was so beautiful. And that was another movie. Now, like I said, I'll tell you the names of these. I'll put the links on there, and I'll tell you the names of them.
Well, I love Hallmark movies,
Mhm.
and they do Christmas in July. So,
Oh.
and I'm watching the Christmas in July Hallmark movies,
Mm.
and my children are they're just they're just like, "Mom, you what are we gonna do with you?" I love happy endings. I love stories about the family. I love stories about, even though I no longer want to be in the snow, I love the beautiful scenery of the new, fresh, fallen
No, it
snow.
is
It is
beautiful.
so beautiful. I don't want to be in it. I'm so happy I'm here in Arizona. I don't have to deal with any of that snow, but it's beautiful to look at.
And in the movies, they really depict that. They show the snow-covered neighborhoods, and you can see the streets were clear. So the movie with the wreath tradition is Our Christmas Journey, and the movie with the stocking is called The Holiday Stocking. And then there was another one, is A Family Christmas Gift. Oh, yeah. That's the one that Patti LaBelle played in.
Oh, yes, I think I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that
And,
one.
uh, and then Christmas Everlasting. I think I didn't watch that one yet. I don't believe.
Mm.
Anyway, they're fun. So a couple of other things that I wanted to mention: baking baked goods, making cookies
That
and
was gonna be
candies and
my next,
cupcakes. You were going to
yes,
say that too?
yes, yes,
Yeah, that's a
yes.
classic. You know, I know our sons, they did that from the time they were about 4 or 5, all the way up until they were 18, I think, or at least 17.
Yes.
Every Christmas season, they would get with their auntie and or grandma aunt. Anyway, and they would she'd bake in there. They bring everybody a platter of
Mhm.
a variety of the treats.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was my mom, that's what she would do. Those were her
Ah,
gifts.
so
Everybody
beautiful.
would
People been
come to
looking
the house.
forward to that, huh, to get
Yes,
it.
and she had several different kinds of cookies. Her sugar cookies were the ones that were the hit.
Mhm.
Everybody wanted her sugar cookies.
Wow.
She'd make sugar cookies. She'd make pinwheels. She'd make some kind of peppermint cookies. It was
It was
gingerbread, and we liked
yeah.
the gingerbread because then she let us paint with the
The
different color
decorate 'em,
icing,
yeah.
and she made her own icing. We didn't buy the store-bought that you
Mhm.
squeezed out. She had her powdered sugar and her food coloring, and we could do, if you wanted to do raisins for the eyes, or if you just want to do icing, or if you just wanted to do chocolate chips, because she'd have chocolate chips. And of course, she'd make a batch with nuts, a batch without nuts,
So just the idea of something handmade, there's so much love that goes into that.
Mm.
And I want to say this because I'm hearing about all the sugar and I'm kind of cringing.
I know,
I have to say.
I know, I know.
But the good news is I've seen so many, I am so encouraged, so many wonderful recipes and designs of fun, festive things on Instagram. And I'll share some of those links too, because they're so fun. You can make little snowmen out of oh gosh, I don't know what they used for they're so creative though. And they're delicious. They're fun. They're not cardboard tasting. No, 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 no. These are delicious treats.
Would they
And
be like those tea cookies? Because tea cookies are a little bit of flour, well, and just a little bit of flour, a little bit of confectionery sugar and walnuts. But you could also make it in butter. You can also make it without the nuts. And you could possibly build the snowman because you could roll your balls, different sizes of the snowman.
you know, okay. So coconut flakes looks like snow.
Yes,
And
yes.
so they could make these little balls, maybe with banana, and I'm just trying to think with my imagination because I don't remember the recipes, but I just know they're delicious. And some of them are made with banana, some of them made with dates, with so you take the date, the big medjool dates, cut it open, take the seed out, put almond butter or peanut butter. I am allergic to peanut butter, so I use almond butter for everything.
Mm.
Almond butter in there, and then you can take the nice dark chocolate and put a little, what do you sweeten? Honey. Put a little honey in it and let it uh, warm it. You're warming it, and then you can dip
The
the date with the almond butter in there, and then put it in the freezer, and it's hardened, and it's delicious. Tastes better than a Snickers bar. And you could put some nuts in there too. You could put some almonds or walnuts or whatever kind of nuts you like.
Mm,
Those are the only kind of nuts I can eat. And then if you want to make them like a little snowman or penguins,
yeah.
you can put them in the coconut flakes. I'm sorry, shredded coconut.
Shredded
The
coconut.
shredded coconut, that's where it gets the white snowiness from. And then for the black, they have a way of making things black. And I don't remember right now, but I do know black licorice is one of the ingredients that is healthy and delicious. Black licorice to me tastes like fennel seed, which fennel seed is a thing that you can take in just the seeds after dinner. It's a
Mm.
breath freshener and also a digestive.
Well, a lot of people have an aversion to black licorice. My auntie loved black licorice, and she loved black jelly beans because that's what we would buy for her.
Hmm.
But you can, even if you don't use that, and maybe you might use the cherry ones. But also, when we talk about all the sugar, what is that? That was that guava? Is it
Agave, agave,
agave? But
agave is better than okay. Let me give you the list here.
yeah, give us the
So
list.
white refined sugar is not the absolute worst, but it's down there. The absolute worst is that artificial sweetener, aspartame or
Sweet and
any of those.
low. What's the yellow one? Splenda. The
All of
blue
those
one.
artificial chemical sweeteners are not good.
No.
Now, there's an alcohol sweetener called xylitol. That one is good. I mean, it's better
Never
than,
heard of it.
yeah, a lot of dentists are recommending it. They're putting it in the toothpaste, in the more expensive ones. There is another, the alcohol sugar. Stevia extract is very good. In fact, it's on the top of the list.
Sorry, I don't like it.
You know what? No.
I don't like it.
I used to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't like the splint. I mean, the stevia. But here's the difference. I think the extract in the tincture is better than the powder. I believe, and I can say across the board,
So
it's
you're
better
talking about
for
it's a
you as well.
liquid. It's a
Yeah, it's liquid.
liquid. And I never tried the liquid.
I've put it now. I've been off sugar for a long time, so and when you get off sugar, just 2 weeks, your taste buds change. You don't want it anymore. It's too sweet. When you have it, if you've been off of it for 2 weeks and you try to get it, taste something, you're just like, oh, that's sweet. Your taste buds change. It only takes 2 weeks. All right. So then you're educating your taste buds because you know what are you putting in there. Stevia extract, okay, is the top. Then you have, well, I use coconut palm sugar. It's somewhere in the middle there. Brown rice syrup. Date syrup is good, especially if you make it yourself. And if there's a recipe online that you can make the date syrup from the dates. And see, there's brown rice syrup. That's below the agave. Agave is in the middle too. There's honey. Honey is good if it's raw and local. And the reason is its locality gives you the antioxidants, because it does have antioxidants, but it's the antioxidants from the bees that have pollinated the honey locally. Okay, they're giving you those antioxidants within 100 miles. Okay. And so some stores don't have the local. Surprisingly, Walmart does have raw local honey. Make sure it's raw, because when they cook it, they just cook those antioxidants right out of it. Okay, so you need it raw and you need it local.
Okay. So if you
So when you see those guys on the side of the road selling honey, that's usually raw and local.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Raw and local.
So then you go, oh, that's expensive. There's a lot more things that we buy that are not as good for us that are more expensive. So,
but the other thing is too is look how long honey lasts a long time.
Oh yeah, and it never goes bad.
It never goes bad.
Never goes bad. Honey and ghee.
What is ghee?
Ghee is clarified butter. It's when you cook the butter just so you take off all of the fat and the whey or whatever off the top, and now you have pure butter, and it's clear. That's why it's called clarified butter. It's clear.
Where do you find that?
They sell it in the health food store, but we make ours because it's very expensive. It's like $16 for a 1 pound jar.
Wow.
Or a 16 ounce. Not even 16 ounces, I think it's 12 ounces for the jar.
How do you make your own?
So we buy the organic, unsalted butter, and we cook weigh all that out and all the moisture out of it. And
you strain it?
Yeah.
Is it a strainer?
Yeah, we strain it with like triple, double, quadruple cheesecloth. That only thing that's in there is the clarified butter. Now you'll see ghee in some of the lower end international stores, and it looks like all kind of separated and grainy. Well, they haven't. I know it's they're calling it ghee, and they probably cooked out some, but evidently it's not strained enough. I'm not really sure why it's like that, but I know that our ghee is. It does get solid when you put it in the refrigerator. It starts out when it's melted, it's all clear. And like I said, it lasts forever. We also make 100 times washed ghee. These are some things that you can do.
Times
but
washed
you can,
ghee?
if you want to give it as a gift, it makes a wonderful gift, because clarified butter is the healthiest oil that you can cook with. Now, granted, it has the fat, but it's very healthy for the body. It penetrates all 7 layers of our skin and tissues, and it helps to cleanse out toxins. Yeah, in fact, it's something that we drink when on a Ayurvedic cleanse fast.
Well, this is just going to have to be another podcast. We talk about the different sugars, the different honeys, the different butters
Yeah.
that we need to use if we are working to make our bodies healthy.
If you want to support your
Yeah, if
body.
you want to support your
But I
body.
was going to say the ghee, we also do 100 times wash ghee, where we actually wash the ghee 100 times. And now it's not edible anymore. It becomes a wonderful skin cream, though. For your complexion, it will help scars disappear, help your body heal because it's penetrating all the layers of the
Oh,
skin. I'm going to give you some.
interesting.
I'll give you some.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
That's
so
better than shea butter.
yeah, it sure
Okay.
is. Because normally a little jar like this probably costs you about $30 because of the time it takes to, and
I
we
don't
do
think
it
they
by
saw
hand,
you. This is the size that she was talking
about
about,
like this.
$30.
We do it by hand. Some people, they put it in a mixer or something. They use a electric
Yeah,
mixer.
like it's
It's
been almost
all
like
love in a copper bowl, a special way that it's done.
and then you whip it?
Nope. But well, you're beating the water out of it. You're whipping
Oh,
it with the
oh,
water in there.
okay.
You pour that water out, do it again, put water
Oh,
in there. You're doing that for
oh,
100 times.
ah, wow, that is love.
Lots of love goes in
That's
there.
lots of
So
love.
if if you put in the comments, you want to know how to do that, you want some instructions where you can make a
We
video
can make a
and share it.
video. Well, Kim and Rich can make a video. I'll just be like Vanna White.
We got
Just
this.
point to what it is that
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
using. Yeah, yeah.
So I wanted to give some other ideas on gift giving on a budget, because the real spirit of gift giving is it comes from the heart. And so I know people want this, especially the kids. They want this, but you know what kids really want? Everybody wants love.
Hmm.
And if we give them a piece of us, we give them something from love, and we could ask ourselves, we could ask our hearts, what does what would be a good gift for this person? And if for some reason that's stressing you out, that's not the intention. Don't let it stress you out. Just ask ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Just give ChatGPT some information about this person, tell them some things about it, and it'll give you some ideas of gifts. And even tell them, okay, I don't have, this is how much money I'm working with. And it will help you to come up with, and I love it. It always comes up with things for me because I'm thinking, I don't think, I won't, haven't, didn't think to take the time to go, "So okay," but I used to before ChatGPT. That's what I did. I should say, God, you know what they need. You know exactly what they need, and you know what I'm able to give them. And then the idea would come to me. I need
The other thing that you can do, I know this it's purely selfish from when I lived in Pittsburgh. Purely selfish. You could gift someone that you would shovel their steps and their sidewalk and clean off their car when it snows outside. Because that's the one thing that I really, really didn't want to do. And once my son left home, I had to do it.
So you said you said they could give that
If
to
they
you?
could to
To you?
me,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that would be a wonderful gift to me if they could do that.
So now that you're in Arizona, that's not an appropriate gift for you. But you
No,
gave some ideas to people who are back east and who are listening to this. So what about here in a place of California or Arizona where there's no snow?
there's no stuff. But if you want to, you can go up to Flagstaff, go north, and you can get snow right up to Payson and
But for
right.
the gift for the person, like say, for example, now, what would you like to receive?
My kids have asked me that too, and really don't want for anything.
Okay,
I
so, but what
want
if they gave you something from their heart? What could they give? What would be a good gift from the heart?
a good gift from the heart would to be make sure they call me on Christmas Day. A good gift from the heart would be from my grandkids. You know how you put your picture of yourself in a wreath so that every year at Christmas
You
I
can hang it on the
hang it
tree.
on the tree, or they can do a handmade ornament for me that says
Yeah.
maybe 2025. Love you, Gma. You know, stuff like that.
I
I love
love
that.
that.
Send me a Christmas card.
We can make ornaments. And my daughter and I did this one year. I got it from a women's retreat that I went to where we got these clear ornaments.
Mhm.
They come in the store. I think even Dollar Tree has them. I know Michael's has them. But, and I bought all these different colored paints,
Mhm.
and they go a long way because you only need like a drop or
Drop.
two in each bulb. And I mixed the colors and we'd swirl them around, and it was really a pretty thing. And then we put the top back on and then made a bow, and then with the paint pen,
Mhm.
painted on there Merry Christmas, and then the year was 2002. And I'm sure there's somebody that I gave that to that still has it today and probably puts it on their tree. And I think I put love Kim and Jordan or something like that,
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, also you could make your angel for your tree or whatever that you want to put on top of the tree, that would be good as well.
There are the things that we can do with our creative mind, and this is a perfect opportunity to use our imagination
Yes.
and create something, whether it's for the decor in our home, for to be festive, or whether it's to give gifts maybe to our neighbors or to our family and friends or our loved ones. This is a time when no one should be lonely and alone. Get with some people. There's plenty of places around to join, to do creative crafts. Even if you don't know of anybody in any group, invite the people over to your place to do it. And a lot of people, especially older people, need help in the home.
Mhm.
The gift of service, to volunteer to come over and maybe help tidy up, help dust or vacuum, or just help tidy up or do errands. Those go a long way, and people don't only need it during this time of year, but this time of year is when people are in the spirit of giving. And so, it could spark something new,
Mhm.
whole new relationship, or,
There
beautiful.
is I don't remember the name, but there's a woman and a young man who she had invited the woman invited this young man to Thanksgiving dinner, thinking it was somebody else. 10 years ago. And when he showed up at her door, she was a white woman and he was a black gentleman, young man, because he was in college or high school or something at the time. And she said, "Well, may I help you?" And he said, "Yes, you invited me to Thanksgiving dinner." And she said she was like,
How did she invite him?
"I don't know exactly how all that works,
Mm-hmm.
but this happened 10 years ago. She was lonely. She was alone, and she was picking a student who was also alone, who didn't
Oh, got
have
it. That's how she
family.
invited him.
So,
Okay.
but she didn't realize who he was.
Yeah, she didn't know who he
She didn't
was.
know
She
who he was.
just invited
He didn't
someone who
know who
was
she
lonely.
was.
Okay.
And it's a tradition that has been going on now for the past 10 years. It
So
was
they started it that night,
They
that
started
that
that
year,
that year,
and
she
then every
invited him
year
in,
they would
and then every year he
come.
comes.
So
Every year.
obviously the first year was enjoyable.
Yes.
You never know. You never
You just
know
never know. So,
until you just tried. And this was blind. She didn't know who she was inviting into her home. He didn't know whose home he was being invited into. And when they met, of course, there was a little bit of a shock, but they got past that.
mm,
They got past that. And now they've had a relationship for 10
10
years
years. Yes.
that has grown. And I'm sure it will continue.
10 years.
Who knows, when he gets married and has a family, he might still bring his
Mhm.
family to meet with her if she's still living.
Yes, yes.
That's so beautiful. It's a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing. There are so many beautiful stories waiting to be born.
Yes. Yes. And you make your beautiful story for this holiday season and for every day.
Every day. That's
Again,
right.
just like we were saying, don't just wait till November and December because
Let this be
that's
the birth of something special that grows
throughout the year. Out the year.
and grows in your life throughout the
Yes.
year and,
Yeah.
and beyond the
Yeah.
year.
So, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to the Debbie and Kim show.
And remember, you are perfect for your purpose for being here now. Please know that.
And
And don't
don't forget
to
to
like,
like,
subscribe,
subscribe,
and
and
comment.
comment.
We love hearing from you.
you. Enjoy the day.
Enjoy the week. Bye for
Bye
now.
bye.